Should you panic and cancel your flight? Let's find out.
In the last few weeks, you may have seen a bunch of these kind of headlines circulating social media and newspapers. We're here to clear it all up.
Bali is currently in the spotlight over new laws, so we're here to explain how they will affect you and your future travel plans.
Firstly, the new criminal code will take at least another 3 years to come into effect, so there is no need to panic.
Indonesia is actually made up of 17,000 islands and consists of a vast range of social, cultural and political diversity.
For example, there's a province in Sumatra that's governed by the Sharia law. There is very little leniency when it comes to behaviour that goes against the cultural expectations.
We could get in trouble for holding hands or having exposed shoulders in public. Due to Bali being the tourist hotspot of Indonesia, people aren't really seeing this as something to worry about.
We're going to cover 3 things in this video. 1, the new laws regarding the president. 2, the cohabitation law. And 3, the adultery law.
Let's get into it. Okay, so number 1, there is a new law about insulting the president, the vice president, or state institutions, and it carries up to 3 years in jail as a sentence. We're not going to touch on this too much for obvious reasons, but we have read online multiple times and after mass research found that this crime can only be reported by the president himself. We've traveled a lot of Southeast Asia and it is a common law that you do not disrespect, devalue or defame any person in power or royalty. It goes without saying you should always respect the authority of the country that you're visiting.
Section 2, cohabitation laws potentially could get you 6 months in jail. So first of all, what is cohabitation? If you didn't know, it's the arrangement between 2 people living together. Okay, so quite bluntly, no, you do not need to book extra hotel rooms when visiting Bali. If you're living here and you're a digital nomad, you do not need to book an extra villa for you and your partner. It actually has to be a direct family member that will report you to the police, such as your parents or kids. So you'll have no trouble coming here on holiday. Hotels have no right to request a marriage certificate, and they will not be doing so. Here is a quote from the chairwoman of the Bali Hotel Association. "It's not our right to reject unmarried guests. We are not law enforcement. Hotels would not be making assumptions about the relationship status of its guests."
Alright, section number 3. Bali bans adult time. It carries a sentence of up to 12 months in jail. Let's get into how that might affect you. The biggest takeaway from this is sex outside of marriage in Indonesia has been illegal for decades. However, previously it was only considered a crime if it was reported by your spouse in the case of an affair. Indonesia are not saying you can't have adult time. They are merely trying to uphold religious values among their citizens. And it's still only direct family members can report this crime. So not only your spouse, but also your children or your parents. The only instance where this could be an issue for a tourist is if a tourist were to quote unquote hook up with an Indonesian citizen, that citizen's parents found out and were displeased, they could report it as a crime to the police and an investigation could be launched. We have been in Bali a while now. We've been in Bali for 8 or 9 months. When this law change, or new law as people were calling it, came about, we received countless messages from family members, from friends, from people on YouTube, people on Instagram, all asking us what we were going to do. Were we going to leave Bali? Were we going to book separate hotel rooms? Like, how are we going to handle the situation? And I really just want to clarify, it's not going to affect us in any way, shape or form. Like, we are completely fine, as will 99.999% of other tourists in Bali or coming to Bali.
Bali still remains the paradise it always was. We hope that this video has helped you understand the new revisions, because that's what they are, revisions. Basically guys, this will not affect your holiday at all. You can still stay in the same hotel room as your partner. No one is gonna come and knock on your door if you choose to engage in adult activities. You're completely fine.
Guys, this is the quote from the chairman of Ubud Hotel Association. Bali is an island of diversity. Tolerance is the key for us. We always care and respect our guests' culture, no matter where they are from. Please keep coming to Bali and continuing to help this paradise of a holiday destination recover from the devastation of COVID. You as a tourist mean more than you know. Thanks for watching this week's video, guys. We hope you enjoyed it. We hope it cleared up a few more things, and we will see you next Friday.